A lot of older women are coming out saying how they're happy being unmarried and how they regret marriage and that marriage is not the best thing in the world. Everything has pros and cons, but it all comes down to you as a person. It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates. 101-year-old woman is saying that she regrets marriage and that everything she could have done without a man.
Betty. The advice I would give to myself as I was a young woman would be to never marry. I could have done all the things that I have done without a man. What's more important in life? The questions are the important things. Each time they get asked, there's a different meaning because you've grown so much from the last time you asked it. The answers are only temporary. Being 101 is really something because you feel as if you're starting all over again. I don't know what comes next, but I do know that I'm ready for it.
The regret of marriage comes in when you don't make the best choice of who you marry. I'm pretty sure Vanessa Bryant does not regret marrying Kobe Bryant. Michelle Obama did not regret marrying Barack and Melania with Trump. Like, when you get married, nothing is peaches and cream. Nothing is peaches and cream, and everything has pros and cons. It all boils down to who you marry and if you are built for marriage. Like if someone who was an OnlyFans woman all their life and they try to get married and they try to do themselves around a marriage, of course marriage isn't for them. Of course it's not going to work for them because they aren't marriage minded. Of course they can do what they want to do without marriage because their main goal is to be an OnlyFans girl, not to be a wife. So it all depends on your goals and what you want to do. This woman was a career-based woman. As you can see, she says that she accomplished all these things that she could do without a man because her main goal to complete things and have a career. She shouldn't have gotten married. She shouldn't have gotten married. This sounds like a woman who didn't want to be married and who didn't want to birth children, but she did it because that was the thing to do back in the day. It's a lot of married women who don't regret getting married because they married the right man and they made the right choices in order to make the marriage work. A lot of times people don't understand that marriage is about sacrifice, and this woman sounds like she didn't want to sacrifice. She did it anyway. Like she really didn't want to do it. She really wanted to put her career first, but since she already was married and had the children, she had to just go for it with it. And now she's like, I shouldn't have got married. I shouldn't have had children because that wasn't her mindset. And there's a lot of women out there like that right now who don't want to really raise kids and have a family. They want to just work, 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 work. And that's okay. But you got to know that that is you before you sit there and say marriage isn't worth it. Marriage wasn't worth it for you because you didn't want to be married. When you want to be married, marriage is worth it 100%. If you really want to be married and you really want to raise a family, it's worth it. It only works if you want it to work. That's with anything. It's with her accomplishments. And today, who you're married to is a status symbol. That's why when you get married and you get to an argument, they say your baby mama, your husband broke. Who you get married to and what they do for you and what they can accomplish is a status symbol. Point blank period. Women look at what men can accomplish and what they have accomplished and what they can do to give to you and for your family and for your children. That's just the bottom line of it. So back then, marriage was her status symbol. So she didn't want to become a career-focused woman because, people were going to say, why are you not married yet? Like back then it was worse. They still do it today, but back then it was worse. Like if you weren't married, I'm pretty sure 100 years ago, if you weren't married, you were just trash to other people. Like, oh, she's not married. What's wrong with her? Because being married was like, especially in the black community, before baby mama and baby daddy culture came over, being married was everything. Like you had to be married. Husband could have been cheating like a dog, but you had a ring, okay? I am 100% sure Savannah James does not regret marrying LeBron James. Because this is what she wanted. She wants a family. She wants to build a legacy with her husband or behind her husband. You marry a good man who's building something, doing something, and you are on board with it, you will never regret marriage. Marriage is very rewarding. It's like with anything else. The reason why this woman regrets it is because she married a man who she ended up accomplishing more than, or a man who just wasn't doing nothing. Or she just simply wanted to be a career woman. Either or, that's good for her and good for women who like her, but we're not going to sit there and pretend like marriage cannot be rewarding and that marriage cannot really benefit a black family. And I know some men can hide and camouflage and be the perfect man. I know men are manipulative like that. I know 100%, seen it with my own two eyes, I know. But I feel like when you really make a good choice and you really secure a good man, a man who's worth something, who really wants something in our life and doing something with himself, and y'all build a family and based off that foundation and build great kids out of it, and your kids turn out great, it's nothing better than It's nothing better than. No career, no nothing, because at the end of the day, when you die, yes, you have your accomplishments, but they're not going to be by your side. Your children and your husband will, or your children and your family will, you know? So it all depends on you. But I feel like marriage is not something you regret when it's done the right way and with the right person. So if you like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think.